All right, guys, we are live. Day 132 of the $2 million contractor in 12 months. Sorry. Why does that say 6 still? 12 months is in the books. The theme this week is tons of momentum. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Lane Boland. I'm the founder of Remodel Commanders. Earlier this year, I was bet 200 grand. I couldn't build a $2 million contractor of projects built in 365 days, starting with just a truck and $100. Remodel Commanders, for those of you who don't know, is a management consulting group that has liberated over 30 general contractors from the tyranny of the tools and added at least $30 million in sales, profitable sales using our strategies. Anyway, I'd like to introduce to y'all Peter, who's the partner in NSS Bellevue, as well as rapidbellevuehandyman.com. Peter comes highly recommended as simply a player ace of a project manager over at NSS Home in the Tacoma, the original office. And so this is just the natural progression. It was really easy to put that deal together, wasn't it, Peter? I only had to give up half the equity in the Handyman and cut you in on NSS Home. All right. So guys, the stakes here. If I lose, I write a check of 200 grand to Operation Underground Railroad to fight the trafficking of children. And if I win, O.U.R gets 10% of my end in these companies. Anyway, a couple notes. So Pete, the ads went live for Rapid Bellevue Handyman. If I may, I'm gonna share my screen real quick. There we go. Share. And yeah. So no. Why isn't this doing this? There we go. Come on, add to stage. This is there. There we go. Hey, it's working now, pal. So this is our website. That's our brand partner, Phil. There's our 800 number. We need to change that up. Oh, that's Rapid Repair Pro. Hold on. Rapid Bellevue Handyman. There we go. There we go. So rather than build a brand from scratch, which would be freaking stupid, it would take forever. Peter, like in your opinion, how much time do you think we're saving by cutting the brand deal we did with Phil?
Minimum 24
I'd say at least
months.
2 years.
Yep.
Yeah. So this is up. This is live. Our ads are pointing to it. And so can we talk KPIs, Pete?
Sure.
So yeah. So we're down to $7 grand, which makes me a little nervous. Mm-hmm. But we have that $130,000 kitchen going to build up in Bothell. So that'll be an injection of gross profit. What I want to do is just go ahead and let's spend $3 grand this month. What I can tell you from one of our portfolio partners up in Calgary, we're getting $38 a lead. Over in St. Louis, up in Calgary, down in Columbus, Ohio, all very different markets. We're getting $38 a lead. The team is converting those leads to sold diagnostics, and that's something we need to work on today.
Okay.
At 75%, meaning 3 out of 4 phone calls inbound are turning into business. And what we're doing is we're selling, rather than giving a ballpark price over the phone, we're selling a diagnostic assessment at $69 as a deposit that credits towards the quote when they accept our work, or they accept our quote. Mm-hmm. In the home, once we've sold that $69 deposit, both Calgary and St. Louis are converting 95% of diagnostics into accepted quotes. So that's $53.33 a job. And you look at those two home improvement businesses, their average ticket is $2 grand. So if I take our ad budget of $3,000 and I divide by our expected cost per quote of $53.33, I get a KPI of 56 tickets sold. So 56 quotes. And at $2,000 a ticket, I'm targeting 112 grand of revenue in the next 30, 45 days. And we look at Phil and what Rapid Repair Pro is doing. If I can pull that up just to show you, to give you an idea of what we're, excuse me. Let's do, there he is. There's Phil. Come on, Phil. I'm going to show you our last jobs report, but sorry about that. There's Phil, handsome guy. And let me open this up. Excuse me. Okay, so this is April, and he did 61.45% gross profit on 122,000 in sales. I think we can get close to that, man.
I agree.
None of that's SEO. It's all paid ads. So when you look at our overhead, our only overhead is that $900 office you're sitting in, $300 for our insurance, and $7,000 for your management draw before profit distributions. It looks like, we should be able to divvy up almost 60 grand in the month of June. It'd be pretty nice, won't it?
It's life-changing.
Yeah. So well, what I do want to do is reward you for all your hard work, but we need to reinvest the preponderance of that back into the company.
Absolutely.
Right. Let's hold the Handyman steady at 120,000,
Mm-hmm.
and then put our energies back into design build. Which, by the way, I heard that our Redline meeting for the Reach edition, which is what, 400 grand.
Yeah, it's going to sit about 400 to 450. The only selections just need to be done, and that's going to be about a 10% variation.
Okay. All right. And so that got pushed because the family is okay. They're sick. Okay. So the thing is, they approve that. I have a selections person. I'd like to use their virtual. They'll be super fast. This will be like selections day, not selections year. With that done, we'll kick that back to Oscar just to get it ready for permit. I think let's set a goal of applying for the permit by June 15th.
Okay. How long? That's super attainable. And also too, I don't know if I told you this, but I started working on a base spec sheet. So it has all chrome fixtures, all rough-in valves, everything that we need to do. So it's just when we give our drawings to the staff estimator and they're making assumptions based on the current market, they have an itemized spec sheet for every single thing, for every bathroom, for the kitchen. So everything is right there. So they just plug and play quantities. So I should be done with that come Wednesday. And that's when I'm going to present Reach as well. So then she could just be like, yes, no. And they're all kind of mid-tier items as well. I'm not hitting them with the golden bathtub or the Italian cabinets. No, it's all mid-tier stuff. So
all right.
That's
so if we apply for the permit June 15th, when do you think Bellevue gets it back to us? August 15th?
In June? Probably mid to late August.
Okay, cool. So then we go to build. All right, we're gonna put $500,000 in build in August, buddy. Yes.
Yeah, but I also need a design contract sent to Raj. I need that done this week.
Oh, yeah, Raj. Well, remind me, what was that deal? How big was that deal? It was like a $9,000.
That's the DADU. We're still going through selections and Redline right now, but it should land anywhere from like 425 to 515. There's just some things we have to work out.
All right, I'll pump that out as soon as we get done here today.
And then we have Sunitha's on tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow.
Oh, that's right. And what do you think that one's going to be?
That's going to be about 700, 7 to 8.
Shit, we're almost done with that challenge. Okay. Pack your bags, folks.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Enough celebrating. Okay. So Pete, talking about way ahead. I'll just get me Raj's full name, email, and I'll pump out the design agreement. What we need to do next is and then once we collect on the Raj design agreement, let's run our direct mail campaign and let's target the 40004. I'm sorry, that's Kentucky. The 98004 zip code.
Right.
There's 3 specific routes in Bellevue where the average household income is above 198,000. Mm-hmm. The average age of a homeowner is over 45. The average age of the house is over 20 years old. Mm-hmm. And so we can mail those 2,000 addresses for about $1,300 a mailing. And so I think we go ahead and budget just one mailing a month. And we would be really smart, dude, to identify like whale realtors and whale designers, mm-hmm. and just give them free real estate on the front end of the postcard. We'll take the back end of the postcard, but on mm-hmm. the front end, we'll be like, hey, just get us your creative and we'll include it on our mailing, just as a way to get us in the door of those high end places and get them referring us business, you know?
Yeah, I do.
All right. I mean, you're a partner in this. Like, if we're spending $3 Gs on Google Ads for the Handyman, we're spending $1,800 for design build, and this is all coming out of design agreement profits. Are you comfortable adding on another $1,500-$1,600 to do that direct mailer?
Yeah,
maybe we should.
I think we should wait until we have this kitchen after first payment. I think we should do that.
Okay.
We are kind of close right now with $7,000, but once we have that, that's going to be an influx of cash for us, and we're going to be able to multiply that. Just put it in the printer. That's what we're doing. We're just taking ink, put it in the printer. That's all we're doing.
I was hoping you'd say that. So June 12th, so in 9 days when we get that payment, let's take the gloves off and let's put Google Ads from 3K to 5K.
Okay.
And let's add hardscapes and outdoor living categories to our ads, because that's like high season right now, decks in Washington. Yep. And then let's add that $1,500 direct mailer. Fucking go for broke, dude.
Yeah.
Get rich or die trying. Like, scared money doesn't make money. I can't think of any other cliche to say at this point, other than like, I mean, what else are we going to do? Put it all on black? We have better odds doing it this way.
Yeah.
All right.
13 and 22.
13 and 22. That's funny. Okay. Hey, so with our ads, we just turned on like literally a couple hours ago for Google Ads. We're going to start seeing inbound calls and leads. Can I walk you through the SOP for how to handle that?
Yes, please.
All right. So I'm gonna show you how to sell a lead, a design deposit, or I'm sorry, a diagnostic deposit. And this is going to be, I think it's receptionist. No. You know what? Oh, that was the script. Yeah. Handyman call script. That, I used to love Jill's office until they told me they couldn't do the script. I'm like, you guys are fired. I'm never going to recommend you or promote you or use you again. That was just fucking dog shit.
Disappointing.
Yeah. Okay. So here it is. There we go. Oh, where is it? All right. So here's the deal. I'm going to have you play homeowner, and I'm going to be the receptionist. And what I want you to do is I want you to take notes. And then in the second role play, I'm going to be homeowner. You're going to be receptionist. Okay.
Okay.
So first of all, here are the rules. And you're going to use Jobber. This is already loaded in as Jobber. It's called Diagnostic Deposit. So all you got to do is add that task in, collect their digits, and run it for $69. But the deal is only set your diagnostics at 9 a.m. or 2 p.m. Give yourself with a 2-hour window with a 2-hour window. So 9 to 11 or 2 to 4. Because that gives you enough time to where if a partial day job runs long because you're an upselling beast, you can still make your last diagnostic of the day and not make us look like assholes, you know?
I do.
Well, it's not you, it's going to be Garrett, but
right.
Right. Okay. So you ring in. All right. I'm gonna be like, hey, thank you for calling Rapid Repair Pro. How may we be of service?
I had some water damage from my roof leaking recently. I wondered if you could come by and tell me how much it's going to be to get it fixed.
I am so sorry to hear that. That would be my pleasure to assist you. Would you please describe for me in just a little more detail what you would like completed?
Yeah, I need the drywall on the ceiling fixed because there's some staining on it. It's warped, and you can see the tape coming down.
Okay. And have you talked to any other contractors about taking care of this?
No, I haven't. You're my first one call.
Got it. And by when, ideally, would you like this work performed? Obviously, immediately, right?
Yeah, sooner than later.
Okay. That would be my pleasure to assist you. So Peter, the next step to get you a quote will be to schedule a diagnostic assessment.
Mm-hmm.
And your Rapid Pro will arrive in a 2-hour window. He will survey the site and produce a line item quote for all labor and installation material.
Okay.
Yeah, things like lumber, drywall, nails, screws, paint. We normally tell everybody possibly, but this is definitely going to include a selections checklist of additional items we need you to pick at 0 markup in our price.
Okay, so what do you mean by selections? Is that just like paint?
Right. No. So yeah. So anything that requires your input, like for example, paint is a great one because you have to pick the color and the product. Another example of a selection would be something like a water faucet or a toilet. Does that make sense?
No, that makes sense.
Okay. So when you authorize the quote, we start work immediately.
Okay.
So looking at my calendar, I have tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. or Thursday morning at 9 a.m. available. May I ask which is more convenient?
I think Thursday will work.
Okay, perfect. That would be my pleasure to schedule you for Thursday at 9 a.m. So your Rapid Pro is Garrett, and he's going to reach out the morning of the diagnostic to confirm arrival. Okay?
Okay.
So the last step to lock in your diagnostic assessment is for us to collect a $69 diagnostic assessment deposit. This $69 will credit to your quote when you authorize the work. Peter, will that be Visa or MasterCard?
I could do Visa. Is that due now or is that due when they get here?
Yes, sir. It's due now to reserve your space on our calendar. We only do 2 diagnostics a day.
Okay. I'll just use my Visa.
Sweet. So Peter, if you notice how I assumed the sale there?
Yes.
Okay. And did you also notice how I figured out the need for the project and by asking when you want this performed? Well, I mean, you kind of gave it to me because you had water damage, but let's say it's something normal, like come out and build me a deck. With us saying, when would you like this work performed? yeah, that opens us up to ask, what is driving that deadline? Well, in this case, I already know it's water damage. But if I didn't have that obvious need, I would still pry for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you notice that, you lock in your diagnostic with us, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then, and it's important that we lock in the daytime so that we potentially take it away if you want to get squirrely about this diagnostic assessment.
Okay.
Right. And so this is the psychology of this in terms of ascertaining timeline, need, and then the takeaway, right? That's why 75% of these conversations end with getting the Visa, MasterCard, or Amex. In fact, I should put Amex, Visa, or MasterCard. Right. Now, if you would have said, "Can you give me a price?" I would have just repeated, "That would be my pleasure." So the next step to get you a quote will be to schedule your assessment. Just to yeah. So now, if you would asked, "Is the deposit refundable?" I would have said, "Great question. The deposit credits to your line item quote from us when you accept it. Otherwise, it's not refundable. However, you will have a line item quote with zero material markup from us to use to evaluate your options.
Okay.
Would you like to lock in your diagnostic on our calendar?" And if they say no, just abruptly say, "Well, I hope you find the help you need and have a great day." Right? Otherwise, it's my pleasure. Would that be Visa or MasterCard? Right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and if they ask, "What is your minimum charge?" You should be like, "Great question." Again, if you've already said this before, you just say "again" or "like I said," and you repeat it. And eventually, how much do you charge? Great question. If you've already addressed this, you say "again," like I said, and that way they realize that we don't negotiate with terrorists. Like,
right.
You're not going to win here, homeowner. Like $69 or get off the phone.
Right.
Right. So you have a copy of this. This is what you and I are going to use in the meantime until we can hire our administrative VA to take these calls. I think it'd be better if you and I just did it for now and save the $4,000 until at least until Bothell goes to build in 10 days.
I agree.
Okay. Cool. All right. So now you go. I'll be the homeowner. Are you able to see the script?
Yeah, I got it right here.
All right. Let's go.
All right, great.
Yeah, let's do this.
All right. Thank you for calling Rapid Repair Pro. How may we be of service?
I had a fight with the old lady last night. Punched a hole in the wall. Busted up some tile backsplash, and probably need to repair the flooring after before she gets home.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Be my pleasure to assist you. Would you please describe for me a little bit in detail what you would like done?
Yeah. Well, what do you mean? I thought that was pretty accurate. I mean, you mean like how much needs to be replaced?
Like how many holes are there? How much of the backsplash is removed or damaged?
Okay. Yeah, probably 20 foot of backsplash.
Okay.
It's a 150 square foot kitchen, so replace all that hardwood. And we're going to need to feather in a level 4 finish on the drywall. You're looking at about a 3 square foot patch.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. When would you like this work to be performed?
I mean, Jesus, if you can be out tomorrow, that'd be amazing.
Okay. Okay. That would be my pleasure. So the next steps to get you a quote would be to schedule a diagnostic assessment. So your Rapid Repair Pro will arrive in the 2-hour window, survey the work site, produce a line item quote for all labor and installation material, and possibly selections checklist for additional items. We would need you to select at a zero markup in our price. So what that means is we'll come out there, perform a diagnostic, and we'll give you a list to see what you would need to provide.
Okay.
When you authorize the start, we will start work immediately.
Okay.
So looking at my calendar, I have tomorrow at 9 a.m. and I have Thursday at 2 p.m. Which is more convenient for you?
Definitely tomorrow. Yes, sir.
Definitely tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay, it's my pleasure to schedule you tomorrow at 9 a.m. Your rapid repair pro is Garrett, and he will reach out in the morning for the diagnostic to confirm arrival.
Okay.
So the last step to lock in your diagnostic assessment is for us to collect a $69 diagnostic assessment deposit. This will credit to your quote when you authorize your quote. Will that be Visa or MasterCard?
Well, shoot. Peter, is that deposit refundable?
Great question. The deposit credits to your line item quote from us when you accept it. Otherwise, it is not refundable. However, you will have a line item quote with zero markup material from us to evaluate your options. Would you like to lock in your diagnostic in our calendar?
I mean, yeah, but you can't give me a price over the phone?
So the next step to get you a quote would be a scheduled diagnostic assessment.
I get it. Yeah. So
okay.
what's the minimum charge?
So the minimum charge, great question. Like I said, everything we do is highly customized to your needs. Because of the nature of the home repair, we do not have a set minimum per se, while we require a diagnostic assessment to provide you a tailored solution and a line item quote. Would you like me to lock in your diagnostic in our calendar for tomorrow at 9 a.m.?
Right on. Right on.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, so Peter, bro, first of all, for your first go through, fucking great work. Right.
I'm just not good at reading. So
no, I know. No. Listen, here's the deal. This is what I want you to do. I want you to look in the mirror, or rather, you have Zoom, right? I want you to record yourself and read that basically play both sides of that conversation, almost like you're a schizophrenic,
right?
And then play back the tape, and you're gonna cringe every time you sound like a robot.
Yeah.
And that's going to prevent you from ever sounding like a robot again. That's my only critique is it's all that is because those are my words, not your words. So whether you want to massage that into your words, I don't care, as long as we're staying true to the intent of the script, and that it's arranged in such a way that you sound conversational like us right now. Does that make sense?
No, that makes sense. And reading through this, the order of which this happens, everything's lined out. So it's perfect. And you're right. I do need to read through. Sweet. Justin Madison. That's awesome.
I know.
That's awesome.
Hey, so Justin Madison has joined the club of being a blue collar dude that doesn't touch tools and makes money. Fucking A,
Amen.
Justin.
Amen. But overall, I love the order of operations, but I do need to put this in my own words, or else it will sound like a robot.
Yeah. So again, rewrite that in your own words. Record yourself in Zoom, play back the tape, and go through that iteration until you're butter. Okay.
Yeah. Perfect.
Awesome, dude. Okay. So our ads are live. It feels like we're betting the farm right now because we only have $7,000 in the bank account. And we're gonna spend $3,000 of that right now. But that's $100 a day. And in 10 days, we get like a $40,000 cash injection from that kitchen starting. So it is what it is, right? Yeah. And then another $9,000 design agreement that from Raj. And then Sunitha is going to be, how much do you think Sunitha is going to be? 20, 25?
It's going to be around 29.
29? Yeah, that's a big project. Okay, so we have plenty of dough coming in from design agreements to fund our marketing, and then the gross profit from the build will cover your management salary as the manager. That's not your check as a partner. That's before your check as a partner. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Yeah. But dude, I mean, all systems go. I love your office. You're in one of those fancy co-working spaces.
Yeah.
When are they going to get our business stenciled on the door so we can get Google Local Services certified?
We need the soon. I just talked to the guy today. He said he's going to go on lunch and bring his manager. So I'm going to find out in about 45 minutes.
Okay, tell him we want 2 and we'll pay extra, right? We want Rapid Repair Pro, and then we want NSS Home.
Perfect.
And then when we rebrand, we're gonna have to go through this whole shit show again, but that's fine. Whatever. I don't want to wait on getting into Google Local Services because that's the game.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Pay to play.
Gotta pay to play. Gotta pay to play. All right. Well, hey man, from the looks of it, we have 700 in the bag going through design and probably another 1.4 in the pipeline.
Yeah.
I bet you we get half that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if all we did was just hold Handyman steady at $100,000 a month, I cover my ass on the $2 million challenge.
Oh, we also have Antoni too.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. So Antoni's asking for a contract too. I just got off the phone with him this morning.
He's back in play.
Yeah. So I got off the phone with him this morning. I forgot to tell you that too. Just been busy.
No way. I thought he ghosted us.
No.
Okay.
He had to talk to his wife and he just wasn't sure, but I just talked to him. So
right. Did you clearly she were okay. I was about to say, yeah, never mind. I'm gonna stop. I was gonna say something I would later regret on a recorded video. Okay, so what are we looking at there, dude?
Probably like 140.
Oh, that's a timber frame though, isn't it?
Yeah, 140. It's like an enclosed sunroom with a very basic bathroom, but the enclosed sunroom is like a 10 by like 6.
Okay, so this will be a fast project.
Yeah, this should be fast. This should be fast, but after looking at it, when we go through our design and feasibility stage, when I bring out our engineer, he's gonna have some things to say because they have like this covered porch and it wasn't permitted, and the whole thing's a disaster. So we're not going to be able to build off of it. So it's going to turn into something a little bit larger.
Probably. Well,
yeah.
So how do you want to play that? Do you want to play the surprise contractor, or do we make him aware of it ahead of time?
No, I told him when we were doing the site visit, I made him aware of it. I mean, we're honest, we're transparent. That's how we get our name. That's how we get a reputation. So I made him aware of it, but I said, I'm not really certified to tell you these things or give you like an ultimate gavel on theirs. So what we're going to need to do is have this design contract, this design and feasibility, so I can give you accurate, backed by the city, backed by paper answers. Yeah. So I'm not one to just shoot from the hip and then ask for money later. It's like we need to do our research now.
Yeah. That's kind of like when Raj said, hey, do you think you could give me a more accurate budget estimation and drawings? And I said, I would love to. That would just take 40 hours of work and it costs $200 an hour.
Yep. And that's why I'm working on these pre-done spec sheets. So we have, with this spec sheet included, it will cost this. So that's why I'm working on these. So we don't have those questions. So we don't have those battles later. So then we win the design contract because that's what we're after initially. So we can go to build contract with their, with what they pick.
That's good stuff. Dude, I am so impressed for everybody listening. Peter has grown up inside the RC system. Forgive me for saying this, but this time last year, Peter, you were chucking the truck.
Amen, brother.
I can start tomorrow. Just give me a 50% deposit and a pack of cigarettes. Cash. Of course. All right. Well, what do you think's the biggest thing we need to improve on this week?
This week is really just sending out these contracts and following up with our leads.
Yep. That's what it comes down to.
Yep.
I'm working on that to make that more automated.
No, everything's going pretty good though.
Right on. Right on. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So we got Rapid Repair. I'm going to show the websites one more time. Hold on a second. Where the hell are we? Why is my computer being such a boner? Right. So we got our home improvement, even though we call it Handyman, it's home improvement. It's everything from fix my running toilet to a pull and replace kitchen, or like a deck, or like a 3 seasons room. And then you have our King County NSS home, otherwise NSShome.co. And this is our luxury design build, which I want to rewrite some of this. It says schedule a free budget and design concept. I'm going to rewrite this to be more of a value proposition instead of this. Right now, this is just a call to action. I want to include a value prop as a sub headline to this. And anyway, that's just me nitpicking. That's all. But yeah, man, freaking, we couldn't. And by the way, congratulations, Justin Madison. Just following the channel, he figured out how to make money without touching a tool. That's pretty cool.
That's big.
That's really cool. That's an amazing feeling. Like yeah, I rank that up there right with with your first base hit in baseball.
Mm-hmm. It's exciting.
Yeah. Man. All right. Well, dude, for those guys, here, we'll just do this every Monday evening, just to catalog the challenge and where we're taking this. We got some more design contracts to go in, dude, and we got a project to put in the build.
Yeah, we have things to do.
Oh man. How long do you think that kitchen's going to take us? 2.5 months? I bet you it takes 10 weeks.
10 weeks? Yeah, 10 to 12.
Yeah. I'd like it to be done in 10 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Yeah. So Javier says, he's like, I love this live meeting. First one I watched. I'm 70% towards my architect license, but the construction industry is booming in my country. You think it's worth finishing it or start contracting? Oh man. I would start contracting. And yeah, I mean, Peter, do you have an architect license?
I don't.
You're 25 years old. You're about to be the executive of a multi-million-dollar and a partner in a multi-million-dollar company. Case closed. Get in the contracting, Javier.
It's good to have that background knowledge, though.
Yep. No, absolutely. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. But I wouldn't make that my living.
No, absolutely.
Because then you're going to be working for entrepreneurs like us, Peter. Mm-hmm. And like, no offense, I would hate to have you and me as a boss. Who are these fucking clowns? All right. Well, Peter, appreciate it. Same time next week.
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm flying in on the 11th, and we'll put that kitchen in the build. Okay.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right, dude. Be good. I'll see you.
Yes, sir. All right. Bye-bye.